Look at acids and bases by using Cabbage Juice indicator. And the very first thing we're going to do is start off with a very clean beaker, add 100 milliliters of distilled water to it, and heat it up to boiling. While we're doing that, we're going to go weigh out our cabbage. Alright, we're going to weigh out our cabbage on the scale. Be sure that you record this value. We're now going to add this cabbage into the water, allow it to heat up to boiling, and produce a deep purple color. Now that our cabbage juice is boiling and is a deep purple color, we're going to take it off the heat and carefully transfer just the liquid into another beaker, leaving the cabbage behind. I've added the 6 unknown solutions to test tubes, and in the large test tube is our cabbage juice. We're now going to test it using broad range and narrow range pH paper. We're going to start with solution A, use a glass stirring rod to get just a little bit of the solution and add it to our broad range pH paper to see what color the paper turns. Okay. So the paper is kind of a yellowish color or orangish color, and so we're going to pick the appropriate narrow range paper to test this indicator, or this unknown A. So because this color was right on the borderline of a pH of 3, the skinny paper on the left is the narrow range pH paper that goes between 1 and 2.5. The skinny piece on the right is the pH paper that goes between 3 and 5.5. Please look at the colors and record what you believe this pH to be. This is solution A. Alright, I have added solution B to the broad range pH paper and estimated that it's a pH around 2, and so I chose for the skinny pH paper, or the narrow range, this pH paper here. Please record which pH you believe this to be. Alright, so this is solution C. This is our broad range. So I chose the narrow range pH paper 10 to 12. So based on your color of the wet looking part of the pH paper, decide what pH you believe it matches the best to for solution C. Alright, solution D, the broad range pH paper, and so I chose the narrow range, the skinny paper, in the 8 to 9.5 range. So please record which pH you believe solution D is. This is solution E. So based on the broad range paper, I chose pH paper for the narrow range between 6 and 8. Please record what pH you believe solution E to be. Alright, this is solution F. So based on the broad range paper, I felt it kind of fell on the borderline. So the narrow range paper on the left is pH 10 to 12. The pH paper on the right is 12 to 14. So please record which pH you believe solution F to be. Based on the pHs that you've recorded using the pH paper, you want to put these different solutions into order of pH. purple solution in the middle is your original cabbage solution. Include that in the order as well. These solutions are after we have added the 20 drops of cabbage juice to each of those unknown solutions. Alright, I have added some household chemicals to this weld plate, and we are going to test the pH of them. So to start with, in the upper left-hand corner is tap water, then distilled water, vinegar, and aspirin. Okay, you want to record what the color is before we add the cabbage juice. We then have dry milk, baking soda, Dreft, Cascade, Comet Cleanser, household ammonia, and finally bleach. So make sure that you record your observations of what the colors of these are. I am next going to add the cabbage juice to each one of these wells. I will leave the Clorox bleach until you can observe it, because you need to record the color immediately after contact with the liquid. Alright, I have added 5 drops of cabbage juice to the liquids. I have added 10 drops to each of the solids. And again, to remind you, this first one is tap water. The second one is distilled water. The third is vinegar. Fourth is aspirin. Here we have the dry milk, baking soda, Dreft, Cascade, Comet Cleanser, household ammonia, and in just a second I'm going to add the cabbage juice to the bleach. You want to use the colors from the cabbage juice that you observed in the solutions A through F and the pHs that you recorded to estimate what the pH of these different household products are, and also decide if they are strong acids, weak acids, strong bases, or weak bases, and include that in your classification. I'm now going to add 5 drops to the Clorox bleach, and again, you want to record the color as soon as you see it in the solution. Okay. Make sure you record your observations.